Is this what it feels like to play against Connor Hellebuck? Cause I don't like it! Get ready to fly! Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Noel, and I'm not having a good time. No, I'm not. Thank you to everyone who went to the live stream. I appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave a like. We'd appreciate that. Leafs fans, hello. We knew you were coming. Oh yeah, we knew you'd show up. So let's just introduce some things. This is what we call a hella bunker because Jets hide under this for safety and security. Tonight you pulled the Jets and you hid under the Samsonov shelter. And that is pretty much a key success to your game. Don't blame it. It's all part of it. So let's get into this shit show, shall we? Jets lose 4-1 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It honestly could have been a home game for the Leafs. It's annoying, but the problem is that we've only had a team for like 12 years, and the Leafs have had a team for like, you could argue they haven't really had a team for the last 50 years, but before that they had a team longer, so it all counts. But no, it's unfortunate. Like, obviously, it's easier to lose to the Maple Leafs in October because everyone knows you're going to beat them in April. This is not how I wanted this video to start. I'm not in a good mood, okay? I've had like, God, you know that, you know what, like, this was a good day for me. I reffed a great hockey game. And then I watched UFC 280. Obviously, the Leafs watched it too because they put out their best fighters in Clifford and Simmons because they don't know how to play hockey. They got assists, though, didn't they? Yeah, they fucking did. Oh, I don't like this game. Oh, Zach, wake up. I don't like this. Oh, God. I streamed this. So, Jets get on the board first. First off, before we get any further, this fiasco of a human being you're watching right now is sponsored.
Do you hate when you can't find your preferred sports betting site?
Bet 99! Bet 99! Caramba! Caramba! Spreads? This doesn't look like cool bets. Betway! Betway! Ah, it's a spider!
Well, that is a problem no longer. With BetStamp, you have access to all your favorite betting websites all on one platform. Just pick the game and select the best money line to ensure you make the most for every bet you make. To take advantage of this extraordinary opportunity, make sure you download BetStamp from the App Store or use the link in the description below and use referral code NHP to let them know you're coming from us and you're saving money. Now, without further ado, let's get back to the video.
Yes, do check them out though. They are definitely more contained than I am. But anyway. So the Jets get on the board early. Pierre-Luc Dubois scores on a rebound to make it 1-0 Jets. Reaction here. Enters the zone. Passing it over. Fire save by Sims on a rebound. They score! Pierre-Luc Dubois! The Jets have taken the lead! I can't believe they scored that early! Based on the way everyone was moving, I assumed there was going to be like a penalty for like goalie interference just on how everything collapsed inward. But the Jets score on Ilya Samsonov, which turned out to be a blessing in disguise because, haha, you've activated his fucking trap card. But, like, game keeps going on, and this is how the Jets are. Jets will score first a lot of times. Like, 4 out of 5 games they've scored first. Problem, they've then allowed the next goal quite often. John Tavares on the power play would score to make it 1-1 reaction here. Won't get it. Passing it over, Leafs so dangerous in front of the net. Shot, he scores! John Tavares will score and make it 1-1 tie game. I don't have a problem with the officiating in the first period. The officiating in the first period was a little touch and go. However, I feel like the officials were told going into this game, listen, this is going to be a fucking problem tonight. This is a game that everyone had circled on their calendars. Rick Bowness is first time behind the bench. I don't have any problem with him, but he needs to motivate the boys more than that. Like, I didn't see enough from him to get the squad going. We're talking about Mike Ward for the worst Jet. Grab it. I don't know. Like, I don't see enough drive in this team.
It's about drive.
Like, they had a good third period, but, like, I didn't see enough from this team. I'd say Josh Morrissey. Josh Morrissey took really bad penalties. That being said, that hit on Robertson, clean as a fucking whistle. Get your head up, kid. You touch the puck. Like, it's not a part of the... It's not like what... People don't like talking about those types of hits in the game today. Clean as a fucking whistle. But anyway, Jets get away with one. You can argue Jets get away with a penalty in the first on Dylan DeMello on his hit on Mitch Marner. It's tough to say. I would argue more it's more of a consequence of circumstance. He picks, and then when he hits Marner would have just hit the glass cleanly on that. It would have been fine. It's that he hits the dasher, and that causes the blood and the anger there. We go to the second period, and the Jets don't know how to play in the second period. They don't know how to play in the second period. And the second period is where the game goes into utter chaos. So much so that even David Riddick could not contain his emotions when everything went to shit. In uncertain times such as these, I will find peace in the chaos. I will find positivity in the violence. I will find... Motherfucker! What is that? Do you want this bitch? I'll come at you! Like... Fuck. This game becomes a war zone quick. It's a hostile crowd that's split 60-40 Jets fans. You'd think the Leafs were more. It wasn't. It's just that away fans are louder than home fans. It's just how it goes. When I'm an away fan, I'm the worst away fan. I'm the worst away fan. I'm an obnoxious motherfucker, and so is every other away fan. We come in packs. But the David Camp would score after a bit of rough stuff, I think, to make it 2-1 reaction here. My uncle's a diehard Leafs fan, so am I. Oh, chance there by Lee shot scores! And David Camp will break the scoreless tie, and the Leafs have the lead. And then Morrissey delivers a beautiful hit on Nate Robertson. They call a penalty for it, and then it ends up being 5-on-5. So they do a bit of correction there, but they don't do the same correction on... It's weird. I don't like this, that Morrissey got called for the penalty. I would have been fine if you left it at 5-on-5, and just called 5-minute majors. But you gave Morrissey a penalty, so you told him it's the wrong play to make. But Morrissey made the best hit of his career on Nick Robertson. It's not his fault that he doesn't have his head up. Now, that being said... Sandin's hit on Perfetti is borderline, and I think Sandin knows that too. Sandin's a guy who plays on the edge. We've seen that a lot in the past. He's thrown some reverse hits. He's a very good physical presence. However, he does have to know his limitations. He hits Perfetti right from behind. And it's worth noting that Dubois, I believe, the guy that comes in on this, what Dubois sees is Perfetti just go headfirst into the boards. Because he does. He goes headfirst into the boards. There's no penalty called in this, and the Jets come out come out of this shorthanded. It's tough. Because... on one hand, the way the game is being trying to crack down is they're trying to crack down on a lot of hits like that, and a lot of guys, clean hits shouldn't immediately have to go into a fight, but that being said, it's going to cause trouble if you don't, extinguish that immediately. They give the Leafs a power play, and then Tavares scores on the power play. Reaction here. Sandin through. Oh, there's a ref, you suck chant. Shot scores! And John Tavares makes the Jets pay again on the power play. Power play merchant John Tavares was not on my bingo card, but here we are today. We go to the third period. Nothing. Well, actually, the Jets come out flying. JetsHub played the Leafs for 20 out of 20 minutes in the third period. Unfortunately, they couldn't beat the poster, Samsonov. Good news for Leafs fans. I think you actually have a goalie now. It's been 8 years in the making, but it's good to see. And I don't even mean that ironically. I'm happy for you. We Jets fans went a long time before we had a Connor Hellebuck, and you have a Ilya Samsonov. Granted, it did cost you a broken bald Matt Murray, but other than that, it's a groin injury, so I can say that. But other than that, yeah. Leafs will score an empty netter reaction here. Flip it out. Bunting with a backhander, he'll put it in, and that'll be the end of it. The Leafs will beat the Jets. Probably 4-1 the final score. Yeah, like it's tough. Like I knew this was going to be an uncomfortable game to lose, especially given like even though it's a nothing game, it won't feel like a nothing game because people will try to tell you it's more than nothing. It's not. It's a nothing game against an Eastern Conference team. But no, like it's tough. But I don't know. Maybe the Jets will get the win back later in the year. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm more focused on this team plays in their division. And also the start of the schedule has been rough for the Jets. If the Jets can win against St. Louis, I'll be happy. But yeah, Bonus needs to find a pulse on this group. Logan Stanley didn't have an awful game. He didn't. He didn't look good, but he didn't have an awful game. That being said, it is bad news to hear that Dylan Sandberg has a lower body injury. It's not. It's a little concerning. Ehlers is still out. That was a big presence miss tonight. Kyle Connor is cold. He's dead. He's ice cold. He needs to score. Dubois looks okay. Scheifele looks meh. The second line's starting to connect. Top 3 stars in this game. Connor Hellebuck, 3rd star. Made a lot of good saves. Just a little bit of bad luck there. Not much you can do on the 2 Tavares goals. 2nd star would be Pierre-Luc Dubois. And 1st star is Cole Perfetti. Cole Perfetti is in the Calder race. The kid's good. He's really good. And I'm happy to see it. It sucks too, but like, you know, like what are your guys' thoughts in this game? It's hard to gauge. Like the refs I didn't like, but at the end of the day, we weren't the better team, so it's not like it's something where I can go like I can be mad that the refs weren't really protecting the players out there, but I can also be mad that the team didn't show up properly. It is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If this was your first video, I promise I have a lot higher energy levels than this and a lot more excitement. You can check some of our other videos. You can also, we'll be live streaming next week the Coyotes game because that'll be their first ever game at the new stadium. So that'll be fun. Yeah, that's the game I chose to live stream. I'm like, fuck it. After a hard loss to the Leafs, fuck it, give me Arizona. But no, I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you're a Jets fan, if you're a Leafs fan. It doesn't matter. Comment down below. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and we'll see you next time.
Connor, the old Svechnikov for Connor.